Okay, so I stitched the tires with 50-pound spider wire. It would be nice to find a glue that didn't set up as quick as super glue, but set up like super glue, so that you could have some time to clean it up a little bit. I'll show you in a second. It leaves little spots on the tires where you pulled the string through. And something to cut it with. This was the best thing I could find that I had on hand. Anyways, I'm using these hook needles, sewing needles, or upholstery needles. The ones I got them from Walmart, and this is the first one I started using. It's a little bit larger, and I broke it. And on my last stitch, doing the center part of my last tire, I broke the second one, which is a little bit smaller. After getting online and checking out some reviews, these are just cheap Chinese made needles that are nickel plated. There's a German company that makes better needles, and I'll leave a link to the name of the needles in the video. Supposedly they're higher quality and they don't break, and they got good reviews on them. And then sometimes they get a little tough, so you got to grab the end and pull them through with some needle nose pliers. Another tip is maybe just wet the tip of the needle a little bit so that it slides through the rubber a little easier. Here it is all done. And basically I had little dots of glue wherever the string went in, and I just kind of smeared it around a little bit in between the threads. So it's showing that it's still stretching a little bit, and that could be because of the sidewall. So maybe next I'll stitch across on the sidewalls. Definitely holding a lot better. Let's spin around. That compared to this. This is the one that is done. So still a little bit ballooning, but I think that's because of the sidewall. From here to here is what's stretching now, not so much the center. So I think next I'll do some stitches coming across. Anyways, I got 2 rows going this way of the fishing line, and then back and forth about every 3rd or 4th lug to deal with the sidewalls. Anyways, we'll throw it on here and give it a test. Okay, that's holding the shape a lot better. This is the one that's got the fishing line in it, and this one does not. You'll see this one pizza cutters out more than this one. This is on 3-cell. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. These are really soft tires. They're going to stretch, but I think the The fishing line sewn into it. It's really holding it together well, or this one is doing whatever it wants. So 9 inches is about the top of the tire. See how much it expands. So they're expanding about 1/4 of an inch. Well, as you can see, it's still right down the center here. In the video, you can see that it was still expanding just a little bit, not much, but just a little bit past the 2 rows on each side of this center pattern of treads. So I may have to run another row of string right down the center. The 2 tires on the driver's side are the ones that have the stitching going crosswise too, and I guess that didn't matter. It still allowed it to expand in the center a bit. The tires over here without the sidewall stitching, they were doing the same thing. I'm almost under the impression that I don't need sidewall stitching, because they look like with these compared to the ones that have the sidewall stitching are expanding at about the same rate, but they're both getting this the very center is expanding and rising up a little bit. So when I get my new needles in, I'll put another row of stitching right down the center and test her out again.
I just took one of them and I don't see